something to you, Bob.
Yeah. Um, where you're from and all that. Uh, on the
Where
internet, they were showing places and all that, New Zealand, about how the population and all that. I was wondering, is that how how big is the population there is?
it's between 4 and 5 million, I believe.
Okay, so they were correct on Facebook about that. They were showing saying that these countries paying people to go there because population's down and in place as well too, like in Norway, or Ireland, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I've never heard, I don't see countries doing that,
Now, hold on before you go any further. Are they doing that, by the way?
offering money to move there.
Let her talk. Are they doing that? That you know
At
of?
the at the moment, the government does have incentives for immigration, and the New Zealand system that's been going on for years and years and years has lists of workers that they are missing, and they give special deals to people. So I actually came to New Zealand as a teacher under their special immigration thing when they were having a teacher shortage. So at the moment, they are asking more for laborers to come in. And people are up in arms about that because they're getting people from lower socioeconomic groups, obviously, because they're importing laborers. And people don't like that. But I don't know that it's because of the population, the numbers of the population, because New Zealand is mostly mountains. It's not like the UK where there's actually a lot of place to put people. Here we just live along the coastline.
Really. Oh, like Alaska.
Kind of, yeah.
I really quick
New
question.
Zealand is
Don't
4 square. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just going to ask: is New Zealand by square miles smaller than Britain, than England?
Sure.
No, I'm just looking at figures there. As of the end of 2025, it is estimated that New Zealand population is between 5.3 to 5.34 million.
Interesting. It was 4 million when I got here.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
Do you know any Maori people?
Oh yes, I used to date a Maori guy. I used to live in the Maori area of Invercargill.
The women are, wow, they are gorgeous.
They're a very, very proud, fierce warrior race. And there's a Maori look that's very desired amongst the women. There are no pure Maori left at all.
A lot of the Maori people I've seen were actually of African descent.
No, that's impossible.
You can look at the hair, you can look at the dark skin, and tell me. I can show you videos.
Now, before he gets all excited and everything, we are going to hold off and maybe discuss that in another episode. But we do not want to unleash the ravaging force of the mighty V. We are here with some breaking news, some information that Mark Edworthy has brought to our attention, and with that, I'm going to just pass it over to him because I will be doing some reading for him here in a little bit, and I want him to start us out with the topic. So with that, I'm going to say take it away, Mark.
Okay. On April 8th, so 3 days ago now, it was reported that there was a warship plus submarines in a Russian warship and Russian submarines in the English Channel. I've only I heard about this earlier today, but yesterday now. But I'm sure I bet he's on the details myself. So, Roger, if you want to read the Mirror article.
Yeah, give me a second. I have to I can pull it up on the screen share. That way everybody can see it on the thing. Let me get this going, and then we'll have it. There we go. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if it's popping up here. All right. So here we go. Tankers through Channel. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer in March gave special forces the authority to capture the ships illegally ferrying oil to support Russia's war in Ukraine. But Moscow still sent a warship to escort tankers. This is by Tanner Anders, UK and World News Reporter, April the 9th, 2026. Now, Russia has reportedly sent a warship to escort sanctioned vessels through the English Channel. The Admiral Gregorovich, a Black Sea Fleet frigate, accompanied a two Shadow Fleet ships on Wednesday, April the 8th, with British naval vessel RFA Tide Force followed behind. The warship sailed between the two 600-foot tankers as they headed west towards Plymouth. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer in March gave special forces the authority to capture the ships illegally ferrying oil to support Russia's war in Ukraine. Now, Sir Keir said he would hit the Shadow Fleet even harder if they sailed through British waters, but the country has not seized a single Russian vessel. The Telegraph reported that Universal reportedly departed from a Russian port on January 18th on mission to deliver crude oil to support the Kremlin funds. It was outlawed in British waters in September. The Cameroon-flagged Enigma was headed for Turkey after leaving a different Russian port on March the 29th. It was sanctioned by the UK in May for pumping money to the Kremlin. Andrew Fox, a retired major in the parachute regiment, said the Russians were trying to humiliate Britain. Russians are desperate to keep that oil flowing and keep the war in Ukraine going, Mr. Fox said. They're running rings around Starmer right now. If we're really serious about helping Ukraine, we need to clamp down on these Shadow Fleet ships. That would send a message. It would embarrass Putin. At the moment, we are not sending that message. The Royal Navy and the National Crime Agency could be deployed to capture the tankers using a legal justification from sanctions legislation passed in 2018. Special Forces personnel from the Special Boat Service and SAS may be able to seize tankers should armed guards be seen, and the Royal Marines could board vessels that do not pose a danger. Moscow has warned it would retaliate if the military were deployed to seize the ships. And I believe that is all of them.
Yeah,
all of them.
I think the best thing to do next is to go into the Royal Naval report.
Yeah, we can. The Royal Naval report.
Royal Navy, yeah. It's on the corner on the chat. Yeah.
Okay, so we got this, and let me drop this down and bring it up here. Is that the one? Is that the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Royal Navy News, Fighting Arms Surface Fleet. Royal Navy completes 10 days of intensive monitoring operations as Russian submarine and warships enter UK waters. The Royal Navy has completed 10 days of focused operations closely monitoring Russian warships and a submarine in UK waters as part of coordinated NATO efforts. Naval, okay, I heard a sound I was wanting to check. Everything okay? Naval helicopters and ships. HMS Somerset, HMS St. Albans, HMS Mersey, and RFA Tide Force were dispatched to shadow 4 Russian Navy vessels, including a surfaced submarine in the English Channel and North Sea. Portsmouth-based HMS Mersey were activated 3 times between March the 29th and April 7th, working with a Wildcat helicopter from 815 Naval Air Squadron and Tanker Tide Force to report on the movements of Russian frigate Admiral Grigorovich, Raputia-class landing ship Alexander Shabalin, and Kilo-class submarine Krasnodar. Separately, Type 23 frigate HMS Somerset intercepted Russian Udaloy-class destroyer Severomorsk and accompanied oiler Kama near the coast of Brittany, France, and kept close watch using her powerful array of radars and sensors through the channel and into the North Sea. Sister ship HMS St. Albans briefly joined Somerset as part of a formal handover as the latter began 4 months of operations in the North Atlantic to monitor submarine movements and protect critical undersea infrastructure.